Hello everyone, welcome to yet another video on Python. This is our day 4. In this video, we'll be discussing everything related to typecasting. What is typecasting and how we'll be casting from one type to another type. We'll be looking the sort of things here. And as you know, we have discussed everything related to data types, variables, input output statements and comments as well in the previous videos. So if you haven't watched that, please watch them. I'll provide them under description and even in the I button as well. So let's get started. Typecasting. Typecasting is generally means converting from one data type to another type. Converting a data type to another data type. What does it literally means is, if you have an integer type of value, you can be convertible to float type of value, and if you have float, you can be able to convert it into integer, or if you have a string, you can be able to convert into other data type. So generally typecasting in the sense converting from one data type to another data type. That's it. We have several functions for it. Suppose we have int for converting a data type into integer, to typecast a data type into an integer. Like to do the same thing under float, we have float. For strings, we have str. For complex, we have complex itself. We have boolean for bool. We have list. We have tuple. We have dictionary, dict. And also we have set. And also we have frozen set. We'll be discussing the last things in the upcoming sessions. As we already said, these are the advanced data structures we have in Python. So we'll be discussing deeply what are its uses, or how we'll be using these, and what are the possibilities of using in data structures. We'll be covering the entire things in the upcoming sessions. So for now, as we can see that here the things which we have represented, these can be able to use for converting a data type to another data type, right? So these functions are inbuilt, which are given to us. So by using these functions, we can be able to convert from one data type to another data type. But there is a clash, because when you try to convert a string, like if you have a string of apple, you can't be able to convert it into an integer, right? Because apple, after converting into integer, you can't get any values. Like you have to get from 0 to 9 numbers, so there is no possibility of getting it. So you might see an error, right? So this is the thing you have to know. I'll be giving each and every example here. Let's look at the examples, how we can be able to convert from one data type to another data type, right? Okay, let's get started from it. So for now, I'll be clearing these things. Let's look at the usage related things. Okay, let's say we have a is equal to 4.1, right? Let's print the type of a. Type a. If you run this, you'll get the output. You can see the value of a is 4.1 and the class is float. You can see it is having a decimal point, so its type is float, right? And at the same time, if you take a is equal to int of a, let's comment this above, int of a, sorry, print a, type of a. See, if you run this, you can see the same value which I have taken, a is equal to 4.1 and its type is float. As we converted it under typecasting, after typecasting we have got into integer. This 4.1 is converted into integer as 4. You can see in the output 4, and the class is int. So by converting the typecast, by using this typecasting, we can convert each and every data type into our own data type, right? In the same way, let's take another variable like b is equal to, let's take a string of 10. If you have a string, anything between the double quotes or single quotes or triple quotes is nothing but string. Okay, so if we print the type type of B, you can see the output. It is string. 10 is a number, but as for now we have placed it under single quotes, right? So it is rendered as string, right? If you want to typecast it, simply what you have to do is int of B, and then you can check the type B comma type of B. If you check this, you can get class int. So we are successfully done the typecasting, right? But it is not suitable for all the examples. Let's say B is equal to apple, as we discussed earlier. If you try to convert it, we'll get some error. See, apple is string, okay, but you have got an error like, let's see the error, invalid literal for int with base 10 apple. See, for numbers from 0 to 9, we will be having base and count. The base must be 10 and the count must be 0 and 9. So you have to keep in mind that we can't convert some strings into numbers or float values, because they are having some limitations to convert, right? These are some of the examples for converting, like from string to integer or maybe string to float. Okay, if you are having 10 something, if you want to convert into float itself, you can easily convert it. You'll be getting the output as 10.0. If you observe it, you can see 10.0 as float. Even though we have 10 created a decimal point 0, so that we'll be getting the float value, right? Okay, you can see how to convert the types, data types. You can play around with these data types converting, right? So let's take some more examples. So let me clear this first. So let's take print int of 0.0. We know that it is a float value, right? If you run this, we'll be getting 0, because 0.0 is a float number. We are converting, typecasting the 0.0 into integer. That's why we got the output as 0, right? In the same way, you can convert print int of true. You know that true value will be 1 defaultly, so we'll be getting the integer type of value for true is 0. So in the same way, if you convert the false, we'll be getting 0, right? False is nothing but 0 in programming. In terms of you can use the false in programming for conditional statements and all, while declaring your conditions or while defining your conditions or functions. As we already discussed about this, we'll be using these kind of false statements for our conditional statements and loop statements in the further sessions. Don't worry about it for now. In the same way, if you want to convert into float, you can easily do it. If you have an integer value of 0 and if you have float of true, and at the same time float of false, if you run this, you'll get the output as 0.0, 1.0, 0.0. Okay, this is the things which we will be able to convert from integer to float, right? Okay, and also boolean values to float. And now I want to introduce something new. If you want to know binary value of anything, just simply place the number and type bin for that. Binary, bin represents binary value. If you want to see the binary value of 9, the binary value is 0b1001. If you want to see the binary value of 1, you will be having 0b1. If you want to see the binary value of 5, you can see it 0b101, right? For converting or for checking the binary values of your selected keywords or keys, you can check using binary bin function. Okay, this is sort of function for finding the binary values in Python. Okay, you can check whatever binary value you want. Okay, for the same things, if you want the octal value, see, for let's say for 10, the octal value will be 0012. Okay, this will be the octal value for 10. In the same way, if you want to check the octal value for 5, you can see 005. These are the octal values and binary values. We will be using these under some conditions, like if you are dealing with computer vision, while rendering the camera and all, if you want to quit from the window, you have to press some keys. So while we'll be discussing the computer vision, we'll be discussing it further. So don't worry about this binary and octal functions, we'll be discussing deeply. You can also convert the complex things, complex type of data. Suppose if you have a number 10, if you want to make it as a complex value, you can do that. See, if I run this, you will get the output as 10 plus 0j. So whatever may be the data, you can convert it into complex value, right? So these are some of the examples related to integer, float, complex. In the similar way, we'll be having also boolean values, right? We have boolean. We can use the boolean function like this. Let's assume we have a bool of 10, anything, any number. Let's assume this. It will be giving us true. If I have any like a string, the output will be true. Whatever may be the value, if you have the value within this, you will be having the true thing. If you have 0, you will be getting false, right? If in programming, 0 is nothing but false, but not in all the cases. For some of the cases, 0 will be false, and the remaining all values, if you have the value, it will be declared as true, right? These are the things which you have to know about the typecasting, like integer to float, float to integer, and what are the limitations in strings and all. You have to check this, and you have to practice these things so that you will be getting some idea over this. That's all for the video. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching. Please share this video with your friends. Thank you.